Good morning, pre-algebra. Today I'm going to go over the Chapter 2 solutions for the test. So let's get right into it. The first one says, which of these two is a translation? Now remember that a translation is a slide. And so when you have a translation, the size of the shape has to stay the same. And so this shape just slid over, so the correct answer is B. The translation is B. Question number 2, which of these is a translation? Remember that translation is a slide, and so this one just slid down, right? We can also call this a vertical shift, and so this is your translation. This one is a rotation. So the correct answer is B. Question 3, if you were to translate the triangle 2 units to the right and down 4 units, so if I took this dot and I go 2 units to the right, 1, 2, and then I go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I would end up at 3, -1, which is letter B. Question number 4, which of these is a reflection? And this is a reflection, this one here is a reflection over the y-axis, and you can see the closest point is still the closest point after the reflection, and the furthest point away is still the furthest point away from the axis. You can tell that this one is not a reflection because this part that was flat would have to be flat on the other shape, so the correct answer is A. Question number 5, which of these two is a reflection? And you can tell this shape is reflected over the y-axis, and you can tell that this shape is not reflected over the y-axis. If it was reflected over the x, if it was reflected over the x, it would look something like this. And so this one is not a reflection. The correct answer is A. Question number 6, we were looking at whether something is a rotation. Remember, rotation is a turn. So which of these shapes are turning? And this first one here is not a turn. This is actually a translation. Right? It just slid down. This one, the last one, is also a translation. This one slid over. The first one, letter A, is the rotation. So this would be letter A. If you rotate the triangle 90 degrees clockwise, where would the red corner end up? So xy becomes y -x. So the first thing is I'm going to identify that location, which is -4, 1. And I'm going to put it through this rule, which is basically you flip them and you take the opposite of the second. So I flipped it, that would be 1, -4, and then opposite of this second part would be 1, 4. And 1, 4 is letter D. On question number 8, we've got the same location, -4, 1, and this time we're going to go 180 degrees. And on this one, it's the easiest rule ever. You just take the opposite of both values. So the opposite of -4 is +4, and the opposite of +1 is -1. And so we should have 4, -1, which is letter B. If you rotate the triangle 270 degrees clockwise, where would the red corner end up? And so that corner is -1, +5. And now the rule is xy becomes -yx. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip them and then take the opposite of the first. So if I flip it, that would be 5, -1. Now I'm going to take the opposite of the first. So instead of +5, that would be -5, -1. -5, -1 is letter D. Question number 10. Find the ratio, red to blue, of the perimeter of similar triangles. Write your answer in simplest form. So the first thing that we have is we have to realize that we're going from red to blue. So red is going to be our numerator. We'd have 12 over 7. And then can we simplify this? Is there a number that goes into 12 and 7? And because 7 is a prime number, that should give you the hint that we are simplified. So this is just 12 over 7. Question number 11. Which of the two is a dilation? Remember that dilation means to change the size, right? And so this one here is not a dilation. The size and shape stayed the same. But on this first one, which is A, there is a dilation. It's the same shape, but it's a different size. It got bigger. As if you were going from blue to red, it got bigger. So dilation would be A. So it says, if we enlarge the shape by a scale factor of 3, where would the red dot end up? Well, the red dot is at 3, -2. And all you have to do when you use a scale factor is multiply by the k value, which in this case is 3. So you would do 3 times 3, which is 9, and -2 times 3, which is -6. So we should have 9, -6. This one should be letter A. The vertices of a triangle are A, 1, 1, B, 1, 4, and C, 3, 1. Which of the following describes the transformation when coordinates are multiplied by 3/4? So we know that if the k value is greater than 1, it's going to enlarge, right? If the k value is less than 1, it is going to, it's going to minimize, right? Basically, it's going to shrink, right? So we have enlarging and shrinking. So in this case, is 3/4 less than 1, or is 3/4 greater than 1? So 3/4 is less than 1, so this is going to be a reduction. It's going to get smaller. The pentagons shown below are congruent. The length of JK is blank feet. So we need to find out what this length is, JK. And since we know that they're congruent, which means same size, same shape, I know it's going to be exactly the same as AB. So if they want to know what JK is going to be 28 feet. A rectangular desk has a length of 30 inches and a width of 24 inches. A desk with similar shape has a length of 48. What is the width of the desk? So to find this, we're going to set a proportion. 24 corresponds to x, right? It's in a similar position. And 30 corresponds to 48. Now what we're going to do is cross multiply and divide. So I'll do this longhand. I've got 48 times 24. So 8 times 4 is 32. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 3 is 19. Put in a placeholder. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. I get 1,152. The last thing that I need to do is divide by 30. And so 30 goes into 1, it doesn't. 30 goes into 11, it doesn't. 30 goes into 115. Well, I know that 30 times 3 is going to give me 90, so I'm going to start there. I've got 5 minus 0 is 5. And 11 minus 9 is going to be 2. So now I have 25. I'm going to drop down a 2. And 30 is going to go into 252, I'm going to guess 8 times. 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 3 is 24. I get 240. I'm going to subtract there. 2 minus 0 is 2. 5 minus 4 is 1. I get 12. I'm going to drop down to 0. 30 is going to go into 12 4 times. 4 times 30 is 120. So I get 38.4 for my correct answer. 38.4 inches. All right, question number 16. A rectangle school banner has a length of 48. I'm just going to draw a picture here. And a width of 30. A sign made that is similar to the school banner has a length of 15. What is the ratio of the area? What is the ratio of the area of the school banner to the area of the sign? So what we're going to do is we're going to look for things that we can compare. And in this case, we're going to compare the 15 and the 48. So the ratio of the school banner is the first one. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put 48 over 15. That's the first part. And then we're going to simplify it. So what number goes into 48 and 15? Well, I'm going to go and divide both sides by 3. 48 divided by 3 is going to be, let's see, 48 divided by 3 is going to be 1. And we're going to subtract. We get 18. So I get 16 over 15 divided by 3 is 5. And that's it. That is simplified. But now remember we have area. And so when we have area, we can't forget that we have to square these. So we would have to have 16 squared, 16 times 16, which is going to be 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 3 is 9. Put in a placeholder. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 1 is 1. We're going to add these together. We're going to get 6, 15, and 2. So I got 256 over 25. And this is our ratio of the areas. Number 17, we start with our vocabulary. So same size, same shape is congruent. So that's C. Can cross them off as we go. Same shape, different size, that is similar. How much you dilate a shape is called the scale factor. Same position is corresponding, so that's letter A. Perimeter, no, changing the size of a shape is a dilation, so that's F. And then the distance around the shape is the perimeter, that is B. Number 7, the start. The location 0, 0 is called the origin. Letter D. The number of degrees that a figure is rotated is called B, the angle of rotation. Changing one figure to another figure, a translation, a reflection, a rotation, or a dilation, those are all called transformations. The point where we rotate a figure around is called E, the center of rotation. When you slide a figure, that's called a translation, so that's F. A turn, a transformation, this transformation rotates the shape around a center point. This is called a rotation. Problem number 19. The new figure after a transformation is called an image. XY. So Y stays the same, and you take the opposite of the X. So if the Y stays the same, it's going to be a reflection over the Y-axis. Number 3, XY becomes X negative Y. So because the X stays the same, this is a reflection over the X-axis. The line that a figure is reflected over is called the line of reflection. And a flip is the transformation where you reflect a figure over a line is called a reflection. So that is B. So on those 5, it's E, D, A, C, B. Last problem that was on the test, a 90-degree clockwise rotation. So 90-degree clockwise, we're going to flip them, right? So x, y would become y, x, and then we take the opposite of the second. And so x, y would become y negative x. That's going to be B. 180-degree rotation, that's where you take the opposite of both of them. So xy is going to be negative x, negative y. That's C. And a 270-degree rotation, you flip them, take the opposite of the first. That's going to leave us with A. B, C, A. Alright guys, that does it for the test. Hopefully you guys did well.